Do you want to homeschool but don't know how to get started?
Here's how to do it in just 3 steps. Hey, we're Chips and Salsa, 2 homeschool moms bringing you some fun, practical, and encouraging tips.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell button so you get all our notifications. We upload every Tuesday.
So this is video 2 of our Homeschooling 101 series. We've had so many questions of people asking us, okay, I really want to homeschool. I've been really wondering or entertaining the thought of homeschooling, but I don't even know where to get started. And I can relate because I was there 4 years ago.
So we want to do this series to hopefully answer some questions and help be a springboard to your research in homeschooling. So today we're talking about how to get started, and we have 3 steps for you that hopefully will help out.
They're not 3 easy steps necessarily, but they are 3 steps.
Step number 1, you have to enroll your children.
Yeah, and there are different ways that you can do that. So you can decide to go independent.
Every state has different laws, so you'll have to look up at your state, but you will apply for a private school affidavit with your state. We live in California, so if you go onto the website of our state, you will have an online form for a private school.
And we'll have the link for that in the description below. Another way to go about homeschooling is through a charter school, which is what we do.
Yes, in California we have so many amazing charter schools. Some that offer part week with a classroom, part homeschooling, online options, complete homeschooling support. What the charter schools do is they keep all of your records. You're technically a public school student, but the charter schools are giving parents parental choice in education.
And some give you more freedom than others, right? Some charter schools just give you, here's the curriculum, here's what you follow, we're going to make sure that you're doing it. So it's basically doing school at home, right? And then there are other charter schools that give you more freedom, like our charter school gives us a lot more freedom on our curriculum choices and what we want to teach our children. So there's just a lot of different choices out there, and you would choose the one that suits you best. The other benefit to going through a charter school are instructional funds. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but in California, I believe it's between $9,000 and something like $12,000 per child to fund in the public school system. So we don't get obviously $12,000. That would be nice, but
but for the administration costs and all of that. But we do get an allotment to spend on school books, curriculum, and school supplies, field trips, and extracurricular classes and activities.
And I would say another benefit to going through a charter school is accountability.
Yeah.
Because we have a wonderful ES that we report to about every month, and we have a meeting with her, and she guides us and comes up with solutions and ideas to suit our children. And it's just nice to be able to present to somebody, here's my plan, here's what I got to, here's what I wasn't able to do.
Yeah, and I know that certain states, if you do go independent, require you to send in a portfolio of your work for that year. So we do something similar with our ES. We'll give them a portfolio of samples of the work that we've been the children have been accomplishing.
Yeah. Another way to homeschool is through a private school.
Yes, there's lots of great Christian private schools or other private schools that offer homeschool support. And so once again, they will keep your records. They would, they're a school under the state system, and then you would perhaps get curriculum through the school, get support through the school, get maybe class days for your students through the school, and that of course would be tuition based.
Step 2 would be choose an approach. So a lot of people aren't aware, but there are lots of different styles of homeschooling.
Yeah, if you're new to homeschooling and you've been kind of doing some research, you might have already heard terms like classical, Charlotte Mason, eclectic, unschooling, and you don't know what people are talking about. I remember
it's daunting.
Starting to hang out with some homeschool moms, hearing about classical and hearing them talk about different things, and I'm like, what are they talking about?
Well, when I first started wanting to homeschool, she brought me the Well-Trained Mind book, which is the classical approach, and it's like this thick, and I was like, I don't know what this is.
We would just encourage you that as you start hearing these to really find what resonates with you. So every approach is going to have a style, a way that's going to how you interact with your children. And so finding the one that resonates with you and then really diving into learning more about that approach.
And also your schedule and your lifestyle. Like if you work part-time or like we know a lot of homeschool moms that are running a business while they're homeschooling. And so you want to find something that's a little bit more independent,
Right.
you know, not so hands-on. So it just really depends on your situation and on your desire for your family. There is a really great test that I like from Homeschool On. It's a blog. We'll put the link below, but you can kind of find out what kind of homeschool mom are you or which homeschool approach is best for you depending on your personality.
Step number 3, choosing curriculum. I think that's a pretty common question.
I get that question all the time. Is there a curriculum you follow? Yes, for the most part there is.
Yeah, I've chosen to mostly piece together a customized curriculum based on different research, so everything's not all by one publisher.
Right.
But there are so many curriculum choices out there, it can be overwhelming.
Very overwhelming. And then you're listening to so many different opinions from different moms that homeschool different ways and use different approaches. So
Well, and every kid is going to interact or respond to curriculums differently.
Right.
So it really is a personal choice.
if you haven't checked out our video on our curriculum choices for this school year, check out the card over here. Not here, here. And watch that video. Maybe it'll give you some ideas.
You know, you're not locked into a curriculum. So what's beautiful about homeschooling is the flexibility of working with your child and where they're at. Mm-hmm. So maybe some curriculums just don't work, or they work for a while and then you want to change up.
I have to say, if you're new to homeschooling and you have kind of an overwhelming schedule, like you're running a business, you have a little one, a baby, I would strongly suggest that you stick to a simple curriculum that is integrated and it's all laid out for you. And there are curriculums like that, such as Sunlight if you're going the Christian route. There's a secular version of Sunlight that we're looking into called Book Shark. There's My Father's World. I would look for an all-inclusive curriculum or a box curriculum that maybe your charter school offers, because it's just a good way to get started and not be so overwhelmed the first year. I remember the first year I was really overwhelmed. I had one son in public school and I was homeschooling my daughter and I was still trying to figure it out. The math curriculum wasn't working. We switched math curriculums 3 times that year. And then we did the American Girl curriculum, which saved us because number one, it sparked an interest in my daughter who was already just adjusting, coming from public school, and she was into American Girl at that time, and it included all subjects. So it was actually really nice to go through that curriculum, and then it gets you more comfortable in your own skin as a homeschool mom and figuring out, okay, I kind of like this approach, I don't like this approach, and you're not so pressured to make a decision the first year.
Yeah, well, and that's why I say the first couple of years are really the hardest, because you are figuring out what works for me, what do I like, what I don't like about homeschooling, about curriculum, and making changes.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Another great resource is CathyDuffy.com.
Yes, Cathy Duffy has reviews on everything.
Yeah.
She does these in-depth reviews on lots of curriculum, gives you her top choices, and she's a real great resource.
There's a lot of amazing moms that do unboxing videos of curriculum and then they go and explain it step by step. There's just lots of research to do, so we suggest you get started if you're going to homeschool.
Yeah, lots of blogs out there, lots of great moms sharing their tips, and it can keep you busy.
It can keep you awake at night a lot.
Also, word of mouth. Get out there and start talking to other moms who are homeschooling. Because, that's the way that I've learned a lot of things, is just picking people's brains.
Yeah.
And I would say that the majority of moms you're going to meet or who are already homeschooling are more than happy and willing to offer advice and share what they're doing.
Well, we really hope these 3 steps have encouraged you and inspired you to get started on homeschooling. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments below. Let's get this conversation going. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up.
Yes, and please subscribe to our channel and share this video with other homeschoolers. We'll see you next time. Bye.